That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. You can see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky, and rough around the edges, just like me. Sticky and horrible. So yes, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon. And bye for now.
Hello, welcome to it's got to be the first lunchtime live in months. So we have my always worms in the background. Nick, you need to unmute yourself, babe. So let's bring the earworms in.
Screen now.
Yeah, you have to click on the thing at the bottom, the internet thing.
Right, yep,
You got it?
Yep.
Right, so we have Mark the Gentleman Woodturner, I have Wayne the Woodturner, and my lovely wife, Nikki.
Not so lovely.
Well, she's all right. So if you came over Sunday, you saw we started a bowl, new year, new beginnings. We put some resin on it. I took this out yesterday, and as you can see, it's all cured now. Got a nice shine to it. Shame we got to turn it off. The only thing I did notice that we had a little bit of an overspill on the back with the resin, so we're going to have to sort of clean that off and get the back redone and finished before we can finish the front off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in chuck, put a forcing a bit through the middle here so we can get our centre back, and then we'll flip it and finish the back off. So I'll put these guys in the background, and then they can fight between themselves who's going to read the chat, and we'll welcome everybody in.
Nikki can. She's good at it.
Thanks. I was just going to mute myself. All right. Good afternoon to everybody. And first in the chat is Wood Wizardry by Colin.
Always.
It says, festive greetings from Mike Yu, Ilminster.
Good afternoon.
Doug Miller at Woodspun Round. Same one. Mark Pritchard, Klondike Craftsman. Andy H is for turning. Circular Wood by Keith. Barry Fisher. Robert Dolman. Brian at Hearts Woodturning. Jennifer Strawton.
The real Jennifer Strawton.
Yeah, that, yeah.
Harry's Wood Creations. Tommy's Workshop. Tournage Dubois.
Daniel, I think his name is, if I remember rightly. Good afternoon.
Joe Senior's on. Hello, Joe.
Afternoon, Joe. How are you?
You have to know his name. Leroy 500. Ruby Claire. And I think that is everybody. If it's not, I apologise. Good afternoon, everybody.
So welcome over. Hope everybody is well. Hope everybody's, well, I wouldn't say get excited because we're a little bit beyond that now. I'm excited, but I'm a kid.
Yeah.
So
Ruby's got a question, Steve.
go on in, hit me with it.
What pressure did you put the pot at and for how long?
The pot was at 50 psi, and it was in. Well, I put it in Sunday, and to be honest, I didn't take it out till yesterday. But most resins are cure hard. Well, they go solid, should I say? I wouldn't say hard. Within about 6 to 8 hours. So you could take it out a little bit earlier if you wanted to. But like I say, this was in 2 days. But only reason being because I didn't think it was really urgent. Well, if I took it out, I had to find somewhere to put it, basically. So I thought it'd be better just to leave it in there. Got to keep the workshop clean. If not, the boss will kill me. Right, so I'm just going to sand it. Actually, I think I'll just run a chisel over that, I think, just to skim that up. Just take the rough edge off of that. Hopefully we can get that off the back there.
Mark Pritchard's asking, can I get Zoom through a tablet? Just had an early Christmas present. I think it depends what tablet it is.
If you get it for a mobile phone, you should be able to get it for a tablet.
Yeah, just download the app.
Douglas Mungham is on, and
Hi,
Paul
Douglas.
Lockwood. Paul
Hi,
said,
Paul.
he's asked me, did Steve manage to go out to get you your Christmas flowers? Still a few hours left, if not. So I just said to him that we are popping out later. So maybe, fingers crossed.
I don't mean you're getting any.
No, probably not. Paul Smith's on as
Hi,
well,
Paul.
and Hodgepodge.
Hi, Robert.
Hodgepodge has got a question. He said, why are you using an American unit of pressure? How many pascals is PSI?
Couldn't tell you. Was the answer? I've used PSI ever since.
Joke, don't need to start this debate. John S is on.
It's 15 elephants worth of pressure.
15 elements.
Daniel's just put, I'm sure Hodge knows, he's an engineer.
I've got to take that back now because I've turned that back and I've turned down to the resin, so I need to take that lip right off there now.
Oh, you're not concentrating. You're excited, didn't you?
I am excited.
Neil Gould is on, and Brian at Heart would turn and said, buy some flowers, don't be miserable.
Joe Senior's in. Hi, Joe.
Good afternoon.
Rubber Wood's on. Jinx.
Great points. Hi, Neil. Hello to everybody in the chat.
So I've just got to, because I've gone through where the resin is, I'm going to have to try and flatten this edge out now. I suppose that'll be good because that'll be a transparent rim on there now.
Hodgepodge said lots of guys stop thinking when they're excited, hence such a large population.
Right, so
Well,
let's get that.
technically, they're still thinking, but they're just not thinking with their brain.
Yeah,
Thinking with something else.
you said it, not me.
What you say, love? What you say?
What are you saying?
That's why.
That's why.
Women
That's
always.
why.
That's why women always get what they want. They always ask you for something when you're in bed because you're not thinking about what they're asking you. You just say yes to anything.
That's true. Gotta say, Steve, that's the first time I've heard your extractor. Ever.
Is it?
Yep. Only very faintly, but it's the first time I've heard it come on.
I hope I'm on the right mic then.
Can't hear it now, it's just when you turned it on.
Oh, right, okay. So just going to sand this up to 120.
Okay, gotta put my jacket on. It's bloody cold.
So 120, 240, then we'll grit it.
Mark said just give the wife the bank card. She's always happy then.
Cool.
Paul Smith's got a question. He said, Steve, is your lathe still playing up or has it sorted itself out now?
No, it still keep cutting out every now and again for some reason. I think in the new year I'm going to have to send it back to Record Power and let them. I really think it's the inverter inside it. I don't think it's anything to do with anything else. I think it's the inverter.
Oreo12394 is in. Hello all from Minnesota, USA.
Good afternoon.
And
Good afternoon,
Gary
Oreo.
Letitia.
Hi, Gary.
So get this sanded. Right, so that's sanded up to 240 now. So we'll sand and seal it again quickly. So Chestnut Products, sand and sealer.
It's a pretty piece of wood.
It is a nice piece of wood, yeah. It's just got that effect in the bottom there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll let that go off, then I'll give that a bit of grit. So I hope everybody's ready for the big day tomorrow. Well, most anyway.
We are.
Well, what's happening tomorrow?
Well, we've got a quiet day tomorrow. That's what's happening with us. Right, so
The four of us, isn't it, mate?
it is. So rub the grit in before we turn the lathe on.
Speak of the devil, and he turns up. Hello, Clint.
Just in time. I only said it twice and all. Right,
Joe's asked if Wayne's still with us.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's just taking it all in. So running the lathe slow, working in the Yorkshire grit.
Barry's in. He
Barry.
says, after last night, he says, Steve, 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 Steve.
I couldn't believe that because I came off of Wayne's live and everything was working fine. As soon as I came back on, nothing was working.
It's funny, Jane came through and started shouting, Alan! Alan!
Well, as you can see,
Oh,
obviously,
Steve, guess what?
what?
Where did Oreo say he was from? Minnesota. They got snow.
Oh man, don't.
Got minus 20 Fahrenheit wind chill this morning, 10 inches of snow.
Oh, I like the snow. So as you can see, the where the grit is doing its job, you can see the wood in the tissue. So we know it's working. Don't need no major pressure. Speed the lathe up a little bit, just to finish it off.
Hodgepodge said Wayne's live is tomorrow. Yeah, he
Yeah.
had one yesterday as well, didn't he?
Yeah, tomorrow dinner time.
Daniel, Tornado Dubai, I am getting a new toy to go with my lathe. Been chomping at the bit to open it.
Only one more day. Only one more day, Daniel. Right, so we just finish that off. Making sure we get all the grit off. Now, I know we put embellishing wax over it before, but I'm not going to because I've got embellishing wax in the middle there. I'm just going to put some microcrystalline wax over the top of it.
Benjamin's in. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben. Hope you're well. So there we go. Nice and smooth bottom.
What did Steve just say, Nikki?
Oh, sorry, I was reading the chat.
You're supposed to be a woman. You're supposed to be able to multitask.
Steve said bottom.
He did.
So give us a...
Daniel said he had to buy it himself, and his wife wouldn't let him break it out. Leroy 500's on.
Hi, Leroy.
Hi,
I've
Leroy.
heard him before, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you did mention Leroy.
Are you rubbing your bottom?
I'm rubbing my bottom.
Right, I've just got. I'll be back in a minute.
Sorry, Steve, I forgot. Did you say that was microcrystalline or wood wax?
Yeah, microcrystalline. No, it's not Hampshire Sheens. It's Chestnut Products. Micro. I have got some Hampshire Sheen. I should. I don't know if there's one's better than the other or whether they're both the same. I wouldn't know. I haven't really tried them.
I think they're very similar, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. I mean, there can't be a lot of difference.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. There can't be much difference in the formula, I wouldn't have thought.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Right, so that's that.
Sounds like Mark's still in bed. Get up. Go on. Get up. Do it. Go make a coffee.
No, stay in bed, mate. It's cold outside. Right, so this is where the mess begins. Turning this resin down.
Oh, Ben's saying he ordered some stuff from Axminster yesterday and it arrived at 9 AM this morning. Nice one.
Good.
Nice. Right, so let's get this skimmed off. I don't want to take too much off of this. I suppose I've got 4 mil between the letters and the actual top of the resin, but I just want it so it's just touching that wood. So, bit of speed.
I almost ordered some new stuff off Axminster on Saturday, but I chickened out.
You've got a lump of resin on the camera, Steve.
Have I?
Yeah.
That's everywhere. Look at it. It's like spider webs.
That's better.
Bloody stuff. Can you imagine what it was like when I was turning that snow globe?
Box Jordan says he didn't finish work till 7 a.m. He's staying here till someone brings him a coffee. You know, I would say that's a massive hint to somebody else that's in the chat.
Well, Mark, I think you're going to be waiting a while because Jennifer's watching this.
Ivy Woodshed's in. Hi, Ivy.
Hi, Andrew. No, that's not Andrew, is it? Wivey Woodshed. That is though, isn't it? Adrian.
Adrian.
Yeah. Why did I put resin over this?
I've got no idea.
Because you're a Dilbert.
Nick, you know you cleaned the workshop.
Oh, it is Andrew, apparently. Not Adrian. Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
She didn't hang up. Why is that not hanging up?
Yes. What says, Steve, you're giving us a white Christmas.
Man, look at it. I'm just gonna.
Camera.
Look.
Recording it.
And people ask me why it don't turn resin.
Yeah, there's the answer. Right there.
Jesus. Messy old stuff.
Have you got the extractor on?
No, that wouldn't go. That wouldn't suck that down there. That'd end up filling the bloody extractor up, wouldn't it?
So you'd be surprised it'll pull it away.
Will it?
Yeah.
I think we're there where we want to be now. Because I've got the level there. So I think I'm where I want to be. So what I'm going to do, I'm not very close to that lettering. So I'm just going to take out the middle of this now.
Nick Hughes is in. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Mick. I hope you're well. Just going to sharpen my gouge up because that resin has really took the edge off the gouge.
Barry said he ordered some bits from Simon Hope and he got that this morning.
Nice.
And Mick has said, happening, the screen's covered in webs.
Robert Dorman says, Steve, are you now asking why did I do that?
Yeah, I am. You're right there. Nice tidy
Steve.
workshop.
Yeah.
Camera.
Camera.
Action. No, wrong one. That one. That's the one I want.
Cool.
Actually, that means.
Yep.
Stuart Hayes is on.
Hi, Stuart.
Doc Miller says, Spider-Man, Spider-Man,
Yeah,
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
that does make a mess. When you watch the video for the snow globe, you will see the mess that was in there. That was horrendous.
Oh, look. What's that tool, Steve? What's that tool?
I'm not even going to, because I know as soon as I mention anything, Wayne's going to, but they don't work.
It's a measuring tool to make sure he gets the funnel right.
The right pet funnel.
Long-
Hodgepodge said, you know, if you just never clean the workshop, then you never feel bad about making the mess.
I couldn't do that.
Lawrence, I'm not even going to pronounce his surname. A gentleman I've never heard of before. Say it again.
Bugasia.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Bugasia,
yeah.
Welcome, Lawrence. Well, I'm just going to turn this so we can get that edge, because I really want to try and take it down to the resin, so you see the edge of the resin like we do on the outside. So then hopefully the letters should look a little bit floaty.
Floaty.
Fluty.
Floaty.
Fluty. Paul Smith said Funnel Club coming up. Barry's Wood Creation said, don't go through the bottom. We don't want any tears. We have enough of them. As in tears for the corona.
Donald says, don't feel bad, Steve. I joined the Funnel Club last evening.
Oh, did you?
Oh no.
It's easily done. I've done my fair share this year, so I can't criticise anybody. Right, just a little tiny bit in there, I think.
You've done enough for all of us.
Well, I like to make sure I do my fair share.
Oh, Dr. Bob's in.
Hi, Bob.
Hello, Dr. Bob. Hope you're well.
Hodgepodge said the most cleaning he does is to use the snow shovel on shavings.
Jigsy's shed is here. Hi, Jigsy.
Jigsy.
Dr. Bob said, got your lathe fixed.
No, not quite. Not yet. Still being a little bit of a... It's very temperamental. I mean, 1 minute that'll be working fine, and the next minute it's it just stops on me. But I'm confident that record power will sort it eventually.
Jennifer, if Steve funnels it, Nikki will kill him.
He's already, Ruby said it amazes her that none of you measured to check the depth and thickness. He did just check the depth just a couple of minutes ago, Ruby.
Twice.
I just need to clean that. I'm not happy with that edge there. I need to clean it out just a little bit better.
Hodgepodge said Moon Pie Creations had a similar issue and it ended up being a loose wire in his wall outlet.
No, this is. I don't think this is actually, because I've tried it in several different plugs or outlets, because I've run it off an extension lead, but it's definitely an issue with the lathe, I think. Like I said, I think that's the inverter. That'll get sorted. If not, they'll just have to send me a new lathe, won't they?
Daniel said, I always check just my worm screw hole was deeper than I wanted. Woodwisby by Collins says, question, got one of those adjustable protractors yesterday for measuring bevels, etc. What's the ideal bevel to put on my record bowl gouge when I get my pink wheel for my grinder, etc.? You might
Bowl
have to read that,
gouge.
so
What, traditional grind or
you might have to
finger?
read that because
Wayne's the person. Ask that.
Well, I use a 45 degree. That's what I use, but that's just a personal preference on my part.
Yeah, it depends on whether that's traditional or finger, don't it?
Barry's off. See you later, Baz.
Baz is
See you
off
later,
and
Baz.
so is Paul Lockwood.
See you later, Paul. Nick, what did you do with that sanding pad yesterday? When you
Put it in the
cycling?
top, the round one. Put it in the top thing you told me to.
Oh, yeah,
On the right hand side.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
So you moan that I put stuff away, but I do know where I've put it.
Yeah. Okay. I was only asking. Cool. Jesus. Right. Sand this up. A little bit of a round on there. So I think what I'm going to use, I'll use a bit of microfine on the resin to get it nice and shiny.
Microfine.
Micro grit. Yorkshire grit microfine. I'd like to say it was the alcohol, but
It's a Coke.
the Coke and the Jelly Babies.
Daniel Tornage White is off because he's got to finish work before he
I'll see you
signs
later,
off for
Daniel.
holidays. Have a
Have
good
a
one.
very good Christmas. And no doubt we will see you in the new year, if not before. Mark.
Yeah.
Could you put my link in for tonight's premiere, please?
Yes.
So, as you guys may or may not know, I've done a Christmas project that I've had to do in 2 parts because it's so long. The first part will be tonight, 9 o'clock, Christmas Eve. I know it might not be ideal for everybody.
And if you need something to help you to get to sleep, might be good.
Yep. So, hopefully see you guys in the chat. And then the final part will be Christmas Day at 7 o'clock.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mark. So that's 240. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take up to 400 on the resin. The only reason being is because I always seem to get a better finish if I take it up slightly higher than 240. So 400 on the resin, 240 on the wood.
Mark Pritchard is off as well. He said the oven is calling.
See you later, Mark. Thanks for coming over.
Benjamin said, "Can we see finished product, Steve?"
Of what?
Snow
Snow globe.
globe.
It's in the house.
Yeah, you ain't having that back.
I ain't got no. I've got a picture on my phone. I can show you on the phone.
Let me go get it.
If you don't mind.
Well, I do, but
All right. Well, I'll get a picture on
no,
my phone.
I'll go.
Okay. Exercise will do you good.
Oh, good, you're pushing it, mind, really.
You know those new gouges you've ordered? I know where she's going to stick them.
Where the sun don't shine. So a bit of sand and sealer on the wood. And then we'll Yorkshire grit it. And I'm going to do, like I say, I'm going to do the Yorkshire grit original on the wood and the resin. And then we'll do the microfine on the resin to bring up a nice finish. And we all know how well the microfine brings up resin. So we'll just let that dry a little bit. Clear some of this mess up. That's 2 buckets of resin turners I've got. Now I wonder if I can burn it. I bet that'll burn well.
Oh, it'll burn.
I think the neighbours might not like it, but
Yeah, I'm sure they won't.
so I just changed my.
Yeah, Ben, it's all your fault. Mickey,
Yeah,
poor
Ben.
old Mickey.
Yeah, poor old
Go out
gal.
in the cold, walk that 20 feet to the house.
Poor old gal. Wear her
When
out.
she comes back, she's going to be really annoyed with you, Ben.
Yeah, she ain't going to talk to you now, Ben. Right, so let's get the microphone.
Yeah, Ruby's saying don't burn it.
No, I would imagine the fumes. Oh, that says the fumes. I would imagine the fumes are not good for it. It smells bad enough when you're casting it, let alone when you burn it.
Jennifer Stroughton says, lazy gets got up.
He's obviously hungry. Right, so let's rub this in. Ben's apologising because he made you walk to the house. What?
John Enner said, I want to thank all of the live streamers over the pond for the amazing work they do. You all make the start of my day excellent, so thank you.
You're more than welcome, John. It's a pleasure.
Cheers, John.
That's fine,
Welcome,
Benjamin. I don't mind. There's an excuse.
Oh, that tone of voice. Yeah, that's. Oh my God, a woman has just said it's fine. You know that's just the end of the world as we know it. Are you all right, dear? Yeah, I'm fine.
It gave me the opportunity just to try the jam tarts.
Oh, what, the puff pastry ones?
With puff pastry, but they're not. They're definitely short crust. Don't know why they puffed up so much. Hodgepodge put, and now all his presents are being returned.
Yeah, well, you didn't hear what he said.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh,
She'd already taken the headphones off by then, so you were safe.
That's it. Trying to get me. Nicky's trying to get me in trouble.
What did you say?
He's telling lies.
Keith's asking if there's anybody on live tonight. No, I don't think there's anybody on live tonight, Keith.
No, Rich ain't doing one. That's why I put my video up at 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I know Scott's on shift, and he says Scott's not doing one.
But Wayne the Woodturner is live tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Oh, I swear I am.
Am I? Me? What?
And he even knows what he's doing.
Which is another amazement.
Yeah, isn't it?
He's actually planned ahead.
Wayne, there's nobody more amazed than us.
Does he actually know what he's doing, though? He knows he's
Yeah,
done.
yeah, that's the thing. He's actually the link's been up for 3 days. That's really impressive.
It hasn't. Couldn't
Oh, has
believe
it
that. It hasn't.
Oh, I thought it had.
No, I haven't
That
done
was
the one
last
yet.
night.
Oh, was it? All right, okay, that's what I see then last night. You're saying
Colin wants to
Wayne,
know if you'll be sober though, Wayne.
Wayne normally decides in the chat the night before.
No, he usually decides when he goes in the workshop.
Mhm.
If I'm turning something at 1 o'clock, I usually decide about 12:30 what I'm doing.
Best way.
Keith just said he's going to drop in at 7:30 and make a few shavings.
Good man.
Nice one, Keith.
Right. That feels a
Ben's
bit.
asking, will Wayne be drinking and turning? No, Ben. Never.
Oh,
Never, ever.
Spill
very
it.
dangerous. Well, yeah, and you'd spill it. Yes, of course, that's the most important part. But it's also quite dangerous.
Right, so, microphone. Get on
No
mic.
alcohol in the workshop.
No, get shavings in it.
That's absolutely brilliant at the moment, Steve.
They do
Christina,
look
Michael,
like they're floating.
headphones on.
So, just
Hi, Christina, Michael.
good afternoon, Christine and Michael. Hope you are both well.
I think he's asking you a question.
Asking
Mark.
me,
No, Mark.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'll do that. No problem.
might as well do the whole thing with a bit of microphone, might not, to be honest. All right, so same principle with the microphone as we do the original, but this should
Like
take us up
Midnight
to.
Jokers in.
Hi, Mike. This should take us up to about 2,000 grit, and you will see when I show you the snow globe how well it does actually bring a shine on the resin. But you have to be patient. Just slow process. The more you work it, the better the shine you'll get.
And Ben said, I can't believe Steve spent all that time carving around the letters. A true craftsman.
Ain't me you got to creep round, Ben. That's Nick. Right, so finish this off.
Woodward by Colin said he used it on the resin that came up awesome.
Yeah, it does come up really nice. Like, so you have to
Midnight
press.
Jokers on.
Hi, Mike. Like I say, you have to take your time. Might have to do it a couple of times to get a really nice, perfect shine, but it's worth it in the long run. So, as you can see, a nice shine. So, right, let's just see.
Sorry.
Yep. So we'll
Yeah,
just
well,
show you the
keep
snow
going.
globe. So this is the snow globe I made
With the gold Christmas tree.
with the dead Christmas tree. Yeah.
Tell me when it's cold.
No, it's definitely dead. So I've got my dirty, sticky fingerprints all over it now. Look.
Oh, and I polished that as well.
Did you polish my ball?
So Jigsy and Leah have got to go.
See you later, bud. Thanks for coming over. Have a good Christmas. So anyway, this is snow globe. Like I say, I've had to do the video in 2 parts because it took so long to cast it with the different colour layers and all the preparation and everything else. So that's why I've done it in 2 videos. Because I want to try and get as much content on showing you guys how I actually made the blank. I did lose. Hi, Dale. So I wanted, but I did lose a bit of footage because my camera ran out of memory space, so I did lose a little bit of footage, but I've got as much as I can in it, so hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Colin said it doesn't seem right hearing Nikki's dulcet tones without the sound of chopping veg.
Yeah.
He'd
Just
give me the
pretend
day off. I'm allowed. I was allowed to have the day off.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
So what veg you having tomorrow then, Nikki?
We're not. we always just base our day around whatever the kids want to do. So they don't want a roast dinner because they have one most Sundays, and that's what they just class it as, a roast dinner, even though you try and make it special as possible. So Steve's cooking a breakfast. Listen, Steve is cooking a breakfast. Shock horror. And then they just want like all the picky party sort of foods for tea. So that's what we've got. And then we was having a roast Boxing Day and having my parents over, but now we're in tier 4 from midnight. Tomorrow we can't. So again, that'll just be the 4 of us, and we might have a roast. Got a nice leg of lamb, didn't we, mate?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll decide whether we'll have that or whether we'll just finish off some of the other food that no doubt never got ate.
Nice.
So
we've got enough food to feed the whole village, so we'll be all right.
Mick Hughes is saying that bow's really smart.
Thank you, Mick.
I've got to agree with him there. It is really smart.
So I've put a coat of microcrystalline over it. Obviously, you don't really need it over the resin, but I've put it over the whole thing. So we just wipe off the excess, buff it up, and
you'll be allowed to come out here and play anyway, Steve, because your daughter wants to come out here. So
which one? Both of them.
Don't be stupid, Casey. Right, so, I'll be back in a minute.
There won't be none of them jam tarts left the time you keep eating them. Right, so there we go. It's all polished up, all shiny. I'm just going to dry my hands because they're all sticky before I touch it, so we don't get marks all over the resin.
Yeah, you don't want me all over the resin.
We don't want mark all over the resin. So let's get it out and have a butcher's at it. Still a few little score marks in that resin. I want polishing up, but I'll finish it off after. So let's get the camera up. So there we go. Get my fingers out of the way.
That's awesome.
So as you can see, the actual letters are sort of floating in the. They look like they're floating in the resin. So very nice. I like that. Turned out nice.
Nice one.
Could do with a little bit more polishing. I think what I'll do is after the live, I'll just put another coat of microcrystalline in, let it soak in properly, and give it a proper buff up. And hopefully that should look a little bit better. But other than that, I like. So there you go, guys. New year, new beginnings, which is what we all need. I think this year for sure.
Yeah.
So, like I say, the letters were bought from eBay. I think they're about £4 or £5, and you get absolutely loads of them. You get a whole. I've done 2 bowls now with them, so obviously you only get a certain amount of each. So, what we want to do was goodbye 2020, hello, or hello 2021, but we didn't have enough numbers. So, but actually, I think that's actually come out better. New year, new beginnings. I think that's come out a lot better. So, let's stick it on here and put it on overhead. Don't know if you'll see it better. Is that better?
There we go.
So that's nice. I like that. I should have coloured the letters, really, shouldn't I? Or do you think that would look tacky if I had coloured the letters?
No. I think that looks grand as it is.
Yeah, that works.
So, like I said the other day, it'll be a bit of a quick one today because obviously we're just finishing that off. So, thank you, Stuart.
Loads of good comments.
Yeah, it's good. Very good. What's that Dale's putting in?
It's with reference to the comment I made about him being the architect.
Oh, right. Cool.
But Dale, that comment, would that make you the Oracle?
Very nice. Right. So
Well, Sam,
I think we're there.
Dale's give you a super chat.
Oh, Dale, thank you very much. You shouldn't have done. What's that for now? What's he put?
It would look better with the mad vinyl floor.
He's got a thing about my floor and my walls, isn't he? Yeah, here, look, I'll show you. Look, there you go. See it?
Oh, I'll go back again.
Okay,
go and stand in there with Steve. Go on.
No,
I'm going to bring you guys back anyway.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, so what I'm going to do is, because one of my mates had a bit of a rough year, I'm going to give this to Mark. I'm going to send this to Mark.
Oh, mate, thank you.
Because you've had a bit of a rough... I know, because you've had a bit of a rough year, I thought, you know, new year, new beginnings. So I'm going to ship it over to you, mate.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. We need to put a smile back on your face. And them naked pictures of me didn't work.
Thank you.
No, you're more than welcome. More than welcome, mate. Mate, we need to see you back on the high horse. So,
try it.
I know you are. So, anyway, now we've got that out of the way. Right, so me and Nick won't be back now. We may do one between Christmas and New Year. Depends if I can drag her out of Jeremy Kyle. But
Jeremy Kyle hasn't been on air for flipping years, you know.
Oh, is it not? What's on instead of it then?
Jeremy Kyle hasn't been on for years.
But anyway,
I've got jam stuck in my teeth.
Jam farts. So we're going to be. I'll try and chuck one up through the week if I can. Obviously, I'll try.
You've made him cry, Stephen.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. So I will perhaps try and do a lunchtime live next Thursday, New Year's Eve. If the guys want to come in, that'd be great. Try and drag Nick back in as well. All the mince pies will be gone, but all the jam tarts will be gone by then, so she'll be here all the time. So we'll be all right.
Not when you keep wanting things cooking.
So anyway, guys, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and I thank you all for your continuous support throughout the year. If it weren't for you guys, this would be no point doing this. So I really appreciate all you guys coming over for every live, every video, and I really do appreciate it. It means the world. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas. I wish all these guys a Merry Christmas as well. And Hope you have a great day tomorrow. Don't forget, I've got a premiere tonight. Won't be a premiere tomorrow, but I'm just sticking the video up at 7 o'clock. But there'll be a link for that. I'll chuck a link up for it. So have a great Christmas day. Enjoy your loved ones. And I'll see you guys, between Christmas and New Year. So we're going to go. Take care.
Merry Christmas.
See you guys
Bye.
later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.